Hello viewers and welcome to the platform. As you can see from my outfit, today we are doing martial arts. You are welcome to the platform. We'll be discussing martial arts including taekwondo, judo, wrestling. Join me after the break and meet my illustrious guest who is a fourth degree Dan black belt in taekwondo. She is an accomplished wrestling referee and also award winner, as you can see from the medals here, and an excellent coach. Come back after the break and meet us while we discuss martial arts. The platform is brought to you by kind courtesy of Second Serve Tennis Shop, Nayak Beauty GH, Realtor and Tours Ghana, Gold Coast Roasters Ghana, and K Graphics. Hello and welcome back. Before we went for the break, I gave you a little teaser about our guest today. She is a fourth Dan degree black belt in Taekwondo, the first woman to be honored as a wrestling coach at a wrestling tournament. She's fourth on the list of the best martial arts artists in Ghana. But actually, she's the first because the first three are all male. So the first female in that list is my guest. Her name is Cynthia Kafui Dotsey. Please welcome Cynthia to the couch. Cynthia, you're welcome to the platform.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I hope your journey here wasn't too stressful.
No.
Okay. We're glad to have you here.
So
now, I've read all of these things out. As I was doing the research, I was like, wow. Bronze champion 2003, bronze champion 2009, all in African Games, and par 2009 in World Championships. How did you get into martial arts to achieve all of these?
Thank you so much. Getting into martial arts, I have a story to tell.
Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, I grew up in Tema, but I moved from my father's place to my mom's place in Ashama. And in Ashama, that my area, we have those ghetto guys who are like, when you're a girl and they call you, you dare not say no. You have to go. So when I went there, like a new person in the area, I think there were like 5 working, and one was their leader. So he was the one who called me, hey, you come. And then I just turned it. I didn't mind. Then I was going. Then the guy just shouted, hey, if be me, they call you and you they go.
Imagine that.
Then it's like those around him, they were now walking towards me. He was just sitting there. So I didn't know what was going on. Then I keep walking. Then they said, see, they go south. Then I stand. So now their leader came. And then he asked me, he be like, you don't know me. And I said, do I have to know you? I mean, do I have to know you? He said, he be like, you be new for the area. And I said, I don't need to know you. Who are you? And he said, okay, you forgo ask of me because the area belongs to me.
Hey.
I said, well, I'm not interested.
Wow.
So I turned and I was going. Then he pushed my back. So when I turned back and I said, please, do you have any problem with me? Then he said,
exactly.
You dare not walk away because this area be my area. Then at that time, I started getting scared because I don't know what was next. So I was just looking at him. And then I asked him that, look, my mom has sent me, so allow me to go. Then from nowhere, he just slapped me.
Just like that?
Yes. So it's like, I don't know where I got the vim or the energy from. I gave him back. And when I slapped him back, I started running. Yes. So where I was sent, I didn't go there. I started running back home. And they were following me.
That's the wisest thing.
I'm telling you, they were chasing me. So luckily, my front door was open. I ran and I entered. And my mom started shouting, what is going? What is going? So immediately you saw the guys there. My mom knows them. So he started asking them, what happened? Then he said, see this your stupid doctor. He slapped on our boss. Then their leader was saying, this girl, we go kill him today. So they were all holding knife. So like, because my mom too got scared, he called my father. My father wasn't able to come at that time, but in the evening my father came. And my father said, no, this is serious.
It's
If you don't take care, they can just kill me.
Yeah.
So that evening, my father sent me to the police station and then we made a formal report. So like the guy is popular in the area. So I think someone told him that the girl's father took him to the police station and he has reported. So since then, when he sees me in the area, he's still threatening me that he will kill me. Then one day, I don't know, I just told myself, look, I just have to learn something to protect myself because these guys can just kill me one day. So I know a friend at the area and I told him, where can I get a place that they teach maybe some self-defense? He said, oh, you have a guy who teaches at the Ashama Government School. So I told him to take me there. So on our way going, we met this guy. His name is Shaibu Yakubu. He trains at a Committee 8 guy club. At that time they call it Para Club. So he was the one who took me to
the other place.
Yes. And then I started from there under Master Mohammed. He was my first instructor. So I started Taekwondo. I wouldn't say all the time I thank this guy for doing that to me because I think without
he moved you onto the right path.
Yes. Without him giving me that pressure and threatening me, I don't think I would have even have thought of maybe doing training or doing any martial. No. So anytime I always thank him that look, sometimes good things happen
out of bad situations. And well done for the way you handled yourself. So from then on, I started, you developed the love for it.
But the first day I just went there, I don't know, but the interest just came. So from there I started training from white belts, yellow, green, blue, red,
now
and then I got to black, and then now black 4.
How many years does it take to get to a black belt?
Black, when you are very serious, consistent, like 2 years, you can get to black.
2 years. And I know you have to do the karate, do kata.
Yeah.
What do the taekwondo?
We do pumsen.
Pumsen. So that is the moves.
Yeah, moves.
That you,
so it's the same
you
thing.
join the moves together, and then you get.
So every level you upgrade.
Yes, yes. And I know you have to watch videos of it.
Yes.
To practice the moves.
Yes, and then your instructor too will teach you. So as they are teaching you, you know, in our days we didn't have this video thing. Now it's like everything is.
It's on.
Yeah. So sometimes you don't even need the instructor. Our time there was
you need an instructor.
Yes, everything.
Yeah, let's go back to those times. Young girl, martial arts, taekwondo. I know taekwondo was made popular in the 1980s into 90s by the then president Jerry John Rawlings, because I know I did taekwondo in school when they will come to the school and during Independence March we'll go and do demonstrations and yes. In fact we all of us took some joy out of doing it. It was really exciting, something to do. So you've passed through the hands of male coaches.
Yes.
How has the experience been like?
I think all my coaches that I passed through, they are all good. They are perfect. I mean, they are good instructors. They will motivate you. But the one I like the most is the late Dr. Eliasu. He was once a regional taekwondo coach.
Okay.
Peter Accra.
Okay.
Very good man.
God rest his soul. So where do they go to receive their training, to come and train?
Well, when I joined, I heard, as you said, Rollins, he brought
the instructors down. Yes.
Grandmaster Quack. Yes. I know he's the one who came and then started with the military.
Oh yes.
Before he came down to the civilian. Okay. So they learned from them, those Koreans, masters.
Okay.
So from there, they also.
Wow. Yeah. So, at the time you went in, how many young girls or women were practicing actively at that time?
Actively, well, I think only five. But those who were very serious was my colleague Anita Nikwe.
Okay. Is she also a black belt?
Yes, she is.
So, how
But
many female black belts do we have in Ghana?
for now, we have Estelle in Takoradi. For now, I think now, for now, we have a lot.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good.
Now, I think it's kind of like 30, 40.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's
At
excellent.
time, we didn't really have, but now
That's
we have.
that's
Yes.
excellent. That's it. And how many female coaches? So the black belts, when can they? I'm sure if you get to a black belt, you can also become a master.
No, you can become a master, but an instructor is different from like being a coach. Yes, you are
Okay.
instructor, you teach.
Okay. Okay.
Coaching is like you teaching the person how to fight, taking the
Fight.
person to the competition. Yes, but
So
instructors we have a lot.
How did you become a coach?
How did I become a coach?
Yes. What process did you go through to become a coach?
Normally we do coaching courses, but as an instructor, you know the basics already.
Yes, you are a practitioner, so you know the basics.
But what I most of the time I say is, if you are a fighter, I mean, naturally you are a coach, because getting into that ring, shit, it's not easy. I mean, one on one, you and your
opponent.
So the late coach Iliasu always says, for you to be a good coach, you have to be a fighter. Even if you lose in the ring, you can be a coach because you know every move, you know the mistakes you did, and you can teach someone. Yes.
Which brings me to this question. Oftentimes, we go to competitions, athletes maybe have a bad experience in the ring, and sometimes you find their instructors yelling at them and how if you are when you were a player, if something like that should happen to you, how would you have reacted?
I mean, even when they mention your name, that your bout is the next one. I mean, you
Adrenaline.
I'm telling you. So you need that encouragement and the backing of your coach. Because at that time you are scared. You may be the best athlete, but as they mention your name and you are going to the ring, you need him seriously at that time. He needs to give you all that encouragement. You can do it. You know you can do it.
You need for them to psych you up.
They have to psych you up. Let you know, look, you have done it before, you have been there before, and this is just one of it. You can do it. But if maybe like hours like this, we go 3 rounds. Maybe you go the first round, you didn't do well, and then you come back and then he starts shouting on you. Charlie,
that's just demoralizing.
I'm telling you, your second round you mess up. But when you go, your first round you didn't do well, you are back, he tells you, look, this is a mistake you did. Next time when you go, stand this way. Don't kick first, wait for him to kick. I mean, he
give you the
yes, you go and then you do it.
Okay.
Because so he has to read the match for you. So that when you come back, he will tell you, you didn't stand well. Next time, put the right leg brother in front, or wait for him to kick, or do the first. He has to read the match, and then when you come, he tells you what to do for the next round. But if you come back and start shouting, I mean,
okay. No. So then we have to emphasize the importance of the coach being psychologically available for the player to keep the player in the game.
That is why we go for coaching courses. All those things are thoughts. Yes. Okay. Because if you don't go for the course, you will not really know how to handle your athletes.
Okay.
We have athletes who, when they are going for the first time, I mean the person is already scared. Ours is a combat sport. They are going to fight. I mean, it's not table tennis. Sorry for me to. It's not table. Ours, Charlie, you are going to fight. So, I mean, your backbone is supposed to be strong. For you. So if the person doesn't really psych you up, You can even go there and then you forget that they even taught you how to kick. I'm telling you.
So, what is the highest degree of coaching in Taekwondo?
Oh, fourth dan.
Fourth dan.
Yeah, fourth
So
dan.
when you have a fourth dan,
Yeah, fourth dan, you're a master.
you're a master.
Yeah.
So you are a master.
Thank you.
So fourth dan, then you have reached a sort of pinnacle,
Yes.
and you can be an instructor.
You can handle your own club, have your own everything.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So do you have a club? Are you training people?
Yes, I train people, but I do it individually. Like maybe you go
one-on-one.
Yes, one-on-one.
Okay. So being a female and having reached these heights with all of these medals that we will talk about after our commercial break, are you gathering young girls to okay, right, thank you. Viewers, we've been chatting with Master Cynthia Kafui Dotsey. I'm sure you have enjoyed the conversation so far. When we come back from the break, we're going to go into the medals and then look into the future. Join us after the break. The platform is brought to you by kind courtesy of Second Serve Tennis Shop, Nayak Beauty GH, Realtor and Tours Ghana, Gold Coast Roasters Ghana, and K Graphics. Welcome back from the break. We've been having a very interesting discussion here with Master Cynthia Kafui Dotsey. Now she's going to take us through how one gets to a black belt and to a fourth dan degree black belt. Cynthia, I see you are wearing the belt. Can we have a look? So these are the dans, right? So first one, second one, third one, fourth one. And you say it's taking you how many years to get the four?
For at least almost 12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
Wow. So it's intense training.
Yes.
And this was done here in Ghana?
No, Korea.
Oh, okay. And I see that there's a bit here as well.
That's my name.
Oh,
Master Cynthia Dotsey.
Master Cynthia Dotsey. So we have you said we have 30 females with black belts in Ghana. Okay, and as a black belt holder, you are an instructor as well. Okay, that's good. So you have to do Pumsen to get this. And you have to go through training to do that. Is it any different from
not only the Pumsen? We have board breaking. To see your strength.
That's when you do that. Hiya! Yes. And then you use your head to break things.
You don't use head.
Okay.
At least I faced, and then at least for us to know whether you have the strength to go to the next level. Yes.
Now I know a lot of that is used with breath control.
Yes.
You have to use your breath to move yourself to treat. So how long does it take to? I'm a shallow breather. So if I have to go and do that, how long does it take to prepare yourself, your body for that process?
You know, when you start from white belt, it is a process. So you start from white belt. Normally we take the exam every 3 months for the color belt.
Okay.
So but it depends on the instructor. Some take it 4 months, some take it 3 months. So every 3 months you go for an exam. So from white belt, you go to yellow. For white 9, you go to yellow 8.
Okay.
Then yellow 7. Then you go to green 6, green 5. Then you go to blue 4, blue 3. Then you go to red 2, red 1 before you get to black belt. So black.
See.
You have black first dan. From there you go to black second dan, black third dan, like that. So
and by the time you get there, you would have perfected the breathing and the technique. So when you get to wow, that's
so when you start, at least from every belt you learn something addition. So by the time you get to black belts, you even know everything. So the only things that you may not know is the pumsens for the black belts.
Okay.
But when it comes to the basics, if you get to black belt, you have to know everything.
Wow, I see. And you learn to be flexible.
Yes.
Because you're doing a lot of kicking. Let's talk about the kicking. Are you actually kicking the person to hurt them, or you have to hit the guard? You have to hit a particular
You're talking
place.
about the competition, right?
The competition, yes.
No, you don't. We just want to see you getting the target.
Okay. So is the target on the guard?
The target is the head. But we wear the protective just to protect the person's head. So when you're kicking the head, you are kicking the guard.
Okay.
And then the hugu, that's the one that protects. Yes.
The body.
So we want you to get the ribs.
Okay.
So kick the ribs. If the person blocks, there's no point. Yes.
And they have sensors in these things. So when
the current one now we have sensors. Our time there was no sensors, so you were supposed to hit hard for the hugu to sound before you can be scored. But now, technology. So you just tap. When you tap, the sensor just records it. So in our time, I bet before you get 1 point. But now you just tap and then you score.
So will you say technology has made it a lot easier? Or you still need to be physically fit?
Yes, easier, but it's no more interesting like our time.
Oh.
I'm telling you. I mean, those days...
You like the hard work?
Not the hard work aside, but it makes you feel that you're really doing martial art. Now it's like exhibition fights. That's how I see it now. Because there's no power. Now it's just speed. Just make sure you tap and then you score. But our time,
you have to act.
Score. Let the judges hear the hugu sound. Then they will score you.
Okay. So how many female taekwondo players do we have in Ghana?
Now? Active.
Everybody pauses when you ask them these questions. Why the pause?
I think it's all sports, not only martial arts. We start well and then we get to somewhere and then
what makes them stop? Do you know?
Maybe some get married and then it's like
their husbands don't prefer
that. Maybe.
We'll have to find one of them to ask. But viewers, please, when we get into these things, let's take it to its natural end. Don't get in there and then stop, because when we do that, we're not bringing our young girls into it. Now, you have decorated the place with these beautiful medals. I'm particularly interested in this globe. I see ECOWAS in there. What is this for? Is it after you hit a hugu, or what medal is this?
Is this an award given to me in Senegal when we went for the ECOWAS traditional wrestling?
You don't only do taekwondo.
No,
you do traditional wrestling too. Okay, tell us about that one.
Okay, traditional wrestling. It's mostly practiced in the northern part of Ghana. So, I mean, we went there, and I think because it's traditional games, anything is allowed.
Okay.
You can bring your whatever you believe in. People have chiles on their waist and those things. It's allowed.
They wear these things on their. Okay.
Yes, it's allowed. So you go there and see people wearing these things,
charms,
and even some when they are coming inside the ring, they come there with their spiritual leader to do some proportion, and it's allowed. That's why it's called traditional wrestling.
Okay.
So it's like it's all dominated with only male. You go there, the female you see is those sitting at the stands watching. But you don't see any female being a coach or no. So it's like I was the first person to take a male team from Ghana to the ECOWAS traditional games. And
so you are a traditional wrestling coach,
yes,
as well.
Yes, but I'm the technical director of the association.
Are you able to lift any of them?
If you don't lift them, how do you teach them how to? I mean, because you need a strength. You've been watching wrestling.
Yes. That's why I'm asking if you are able to lift them.
Without the shoulder strength.
You need it, yes.
So you train them, you have to, whatever you want them to do, you have to, demonstrate. Yes. So if you don't do it well, how would they, like, let me give you one scenario. When I was training them, there were two guys from the north. We had two guys from the north, two guys from Volta, and then one guy from Accra. Okay. We were supposed to be 5 in everything. So when I started training them, the north guys, they were frank with me. They told me, look, you not see a woman.
This is not a woman's domain.
No. But when they came from north earlier, and they were kind of happy. But when we started training for like the 3rd day, then it's like now
they realize that you know what you're talking about.
So now they gave me their attention. Then they trained.
But how did you get into traditional wrestling?
Judo.
I told you we were talking to a martial art artist. Okay, so taekwondo, judo, and traditional wrestling.
Exactly.
So tell us about your judo activities as well.
Well, when I started taekwondo in Tema, we had Mr. Dodu. He was a former coach.
Yes.
So he came to Tema to introduce judo, and then I started from there. I entered into the national team. Yes, I fought. I traveled. This one of the medals for judo.
Oh wow,
Mauritius.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So judo too, like I was active, and then from there I entered.
But there's a difference between judo and taekwondo.
Yes. Taekwondo is mostly kicking. Yes. The fix is normally not used too much, but the most is the kicks. Feet. Yes. But judo is more like wrestling.
Yeah.
So you hold the person and then you throw. Yeah, that's judo. So from judo you can just.
You used to fight with men in judo, didn't you?
When I started, there were no female. So every competition I have to fight with the guys. There were no female. So if you don't want to fight, then if I want to fight, then they will say they have to fight the guys.
But at least it was in the same weight category.
The same weight category.
Okay.
So I fought with the guys, and most of the time I won.
Congratulations.
So from judo, I had that basics experience, and then
you went into traditional wrestling. Yes. And do you have any females in traditional wrestling now practicing it?
No.
Wow.
Even the ECOWAS game, we are now trying to introduce a female, because of the traditional thing.
Yes.
But now I think.
But I think they can modify. Yeah,
now
for women too.
The last time we went for the conference, they were talking about this. So
yes,
they said they want to at least introduce a female side too.
So you are the only female in traditional wrestling. You were a female who fought men in judo. You're a trailblazer. Well done.
Thank you.
This one looks very interesting. Can you take it out? Oh, okay. Which ones do you want us to talk about? Let's go back to it. The globe.
Yes. So when I took them there, and then we were supposed to go, and then I already started. So when we got there, then like the other coaches were just looking at me. They would ask me, what are you for? I said, I brought my team. From where? Ghana. You? I said yes. Okay. So like everybody they were surprised because it has never happened before. So the competition day came, we went there. My guys did very well. So the chairman of the ECOWAS, the last day, called me and said, look, they were surprised. Seeing a dominated male sports and then a female, like you were able to handle your team and you did well, they also did well. You want to just appreciate it. So they gave me.
Wow. Congratulations. Yes. Viewers, what the men can do, a woman can equally do and even excel. Thank you, Cynthia. And so this one was for being the female coach
The only
in the only first trailblazer. Well done, well done. I'm very happy to hear this. And then there is this one. I'm particularly interested because the color keeps drawing my eyes to it, and it has 2019 on it. World
Korea.
Chunju martial arts. What is
It's a mastership sports.
so? What is Chunju?
Chungju is one of the cities in Korea.
Okay,
That's where we did
where the event
championship.
was held.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this one is a martial arts mastership.
Yes. So
What does it
all
mean?
martial arts in the whole world, all martial arts mastership. So all of us gathered here, and you do the sports, So I went and did Taekyon. Taekyon.
That is also
Korean,
a martial arts.
Yes, it's a Korean traditional martial art. It's almost similar to Taekwondo. So it's like, let me say, Taekwondo came from Taekyon, but it is their traditional martial art in Korea.
Please. What other martial arts are you involved in?
Well, I also did a serum. Serum is almost like our traditional wrestling, but it's Korean traditional wrestling.
So serum, Taekyon, Taekwondo, Judo, and traditional wrestling.
A little Aikido.
Aikido, that's they use the sticks.
It's not a stick. For them, it's also a martial art. It's a slow mo martial arts aspect. It's mostly done by the aged because it's like slow movement for them.
Okay, that's what they do on their heels, and
exactly.
They stand in the air, and it's almost like jiu-jitsu.
Yes, so slow movement. So it's very good for the older
generation. I see. And all these medals have been won through your career. So it means, oh wow, National Unity Games. This is Ghana, right? Judo. And this one was for
Korea Cup.
Korea Cup. Oh, I see. So you have decided to amass all the martial arts onto yourself
and to learn. It's every bit of.
Tell us about your life. Your a little bit about your private life and the effect all of this has had on you as a person.
Martial arts, at least, I think, has really molded me. Yes. It has also given me that courage to do even things that I didn't know I can even do in them. Wow. So I think most of my life is all about martial arts. But one thing I would say is sports helped me because my father died early, and then I think when I was in SS, through martial arts I was able to pay my school fees.
Oh,
in Corpus Christi.
Wow.
And then after that I went to Accra Polytechnic. The same sports that I used to pay my school fees, my tuition, everything.
So it didn't turn you into a Kubolo girl?
No.
It didn't turn you into but it has actually
seriously
the discipline in sports. I see. Tell us about your international travels. What work do you do now?
Well, I work with one of our masters, Master Norbert. There's also a system abroad.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he's also a vice president for the traditional wrestling.
I see. And what is the
He has a private security company, so I work with him.
And you have trained them to be. Hiya. Oh wow! I see. That's good. How did they take the training? You, a woman, coming to train them. How? What? I know the male Ghanaian mentality with it.
When you start with them, they kind of. But when you do and they see, they'll say, okay, then they pay attention. Most of the time, if they don't see you doing, Unless they see you doing something, then oh okay, oh then she can.
Okay. They want to see before.
Yes.
All right. So bringing it back to our women folk, what are you doing to get more girls into the different martial arts disciplines that you are practicing?
You know, now like we are targeting the schools.
Okay.
It's easier to get them from
The schools.
You know, now it's like I always say in my days, you know, those days sports started from the school. So it was easy for you to get the best out and then groom them. So like we are going back.
Okay.
I wish and hope that our sports ministry would change. We are not really focusing on getting them young and train them.
Going back to the development, grassroots development.
If we go back and we start like that, I'm telling you.
Okay, but let's bring it to you as a person. What are you doing, just in case the nation does not go back to that stage?
That's what I'm saying.
In your small little corner.
So
what can
now
you do?
that's why we started with the schools. We take them from the prayer. Now that's what we do. We start them from the school, and then my master, Master Norbert. You know, we organize this championship for the kids every year.
Okay.
We call it an Olympics.
Yes.
Now, but okay.
Yes.
So from there, at least they know every year we have. Yes, because of the COVID.
And parents reaction.
They bring. I mean, when they bring their kid, they are involved.
But your own parents, when you went into all of this, how did your mother take it?
My mom was cool. I was surprised. But my mom was cool because of
your initial experience.
Yes. Because she was at least happy I was doing something to protect myself out there. So my mom was okay. My dad too was okay. My parents, I think it's because of that. That's why they were all okay.
So it was a bad thing, but it was a good
thing.
Okay. So we have come to the end. Please address our viewers, especially the females watching. Tell them something for me.
I always tell my students, especially the female and the young ones, that school is good, yes, but sports helps you to build your mental faculty. It's very, very important. You can go to school, have all the knowledge and everything. Sports only doesn't give you like go to competition those things, but it builds you yourself, your human being. I know what sports have done for me, and I wish that every child, especially the female, will learn a little bit about martial arts just to protect themselves, because you don't know where you'll be at any time. And when you know a little bit about self-defense, it helps. So I will really advise and encourage parents, when teachers come to their schools and they want to teach any sports, most especially martial arts, they should allow their kids to participate. Because I know what I have gained, and I know those kids will by all means get to some level with sports in general, not only martial arts, but with sports in general. Because when you go outside there, kids are taught in the classroom, but they have extra. Yes, it's compulsory.
Yeah.
It's compulsory, but Ghana here, I think we don't really have that. So I will wish and pray that will come back. That we may have that. We will have a session for those times that kids will go outside, eat football, whatever it is they want to do, allow them to do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Master Cynthia Kafui Dotsey. Viewers, I'm sure you have been enthralled by our conversation today. This platform was created for things like this. A lot of women are out there doing things that nobody hears about because it is not in the mainstream. Follow us on our social media handles, subscribe, and we will bring you more and more and more of this. And you will see and hear our women folk and the mountains that they are leveling and the levels that they are reaching, the heights they are gaining in the various sports disciplines that they are involved in. Very happy to have had you join us on the platform today. Now, before we go, myself and Master Cynthia, we are going to do the fighting stance as our sign of goodbye.
So, chariot, Kinye. Should we breathe in and open your hands? Pray to me, fighting stance. Eight! Again. Chariot, Kinye. Should we breathe in and breathe out? We are going to stand, fighting stand. 82 minutes.